Let's talk about Sabrina Carpenter's live performances at her short and sweet tour catching heat lately. If you've been scrolling social media or eavesdropping on pop culture conversations, you've probably heard the chatter. Sabrina's concerts are getting flack for being too mature when kids are in the audience. Parents are clutching their pearls, teens are cheering her on, and the rest of us are just here for the memes. So, what's the tea? Sabrina Carpenter is known for her incredible voice, undeniable talent, and yes, her evolution from Disney darling to full-fledged pop star. But some folks seem to be struggling with that transition, especially when it comes to her live shows. And what exactly is the issue? Critics claim that her performance is complete with suggestive lyrics, bold outfits, and playful banter aren't exactly G-rated. And with younger fans in the crowd, some parents are wondering if Sabrina should tone it down a notch. Here's the thing about growing up in the spotlight: you're never allowed to outgrow other people's expectations, especially former Disney stars. Sabrina got her big break on Disney Channel's Girl Meets World and was adored by a generation of tweens who now think of her as their childhood bestie. But newsflash, Sabrina is 25. She's an adult making music for adults, and honestly, she is going to express herself however she wants. And if the way she is expressing herself doesn't vibe with you, just find other artists that vibe with your values and support them. The main issue here is that Sabrina's album Short and Sweet explicitly said it contains explicit content and that it requires parental advisory due to explicit lyrics. If the album has explicit lyrics that are sexual, wouldn't people expect the live performances to mimic those explicit content in the album? The songs themselves have sexual undertones and profanity. Her hit single Espresso has the F-bomb, and it has the lyrics switch it up like a Nintendo, which means switching positions during sex. The song Juno is her singing about being effing horny. What did the parents expect? She is singing about wanting sex, and of course, her performances are going to mimic that, and she performs sexual positions while singing that song. And her song short for Bed Chemistry, has lyrics that say come right on me, I mean camaraderie. To put it frankly, that is about wanting a man to ejaculate on her during sex. How about in Juno? Sabrina sings about wanna try on my fuzzy pink handcuffs and wanna try out some freaky positions. And have you ever tried this one? I mean, come on, those lyrics are sexual. Do parents not listen to the lyrics? Sabrina does not make music for children, and still, some parents clearly didn't get the memo. Complaints started rolling in after several live performances included more mature content. From sultry choreography to tongue-in-cheek jokes about relationships and overtly sexual actions, Sabrina's shows have raised a few eyebrows. One mom on Twitter even said, I brought my 10-year-old to see Sabrina, expecting a family-friendly concert, and left feeling like I'd accidentally walked into a bachelorette party. People are complaining that she is inappropriate and not for kids. I mean, the parents should have known based on the lyrics before they bought tickets for their children. Critics argue, and by critics, I mean mostly parents argue, that Sabrina's concerts need to align more with her younger fan base, when in reality, the parents are making their kids become her fans. But is that really Sabrina's responsibility? After all, her recent album Short and Sweet isn't exactly giving kid-friendly vibes. The songs are sexual, and she's not shy about exploring themes like sex, heartbreak, self-discovery, and romance. If parents expect a PG Sabrina, maybe they should take a closer look at her current music catalog before buying tickets for their kids. And let's not forget that Sabrina isn't the first artist to face this kind of backlash. Miley Cyrus, Selena Gomez, and all the other Disney graduates have also been criticized for growing up too fast in the public eye. It's almost like people forget that pop stars are human beings with lives, feelings, and, dare I say, hormones. One angry parent claimed online that Sabrina's jokes during the concert were inappropriate and confusing for my child. Another parent complained about Sabrina's outfits, calling them too revealing. First of all, Sabrina's not walking out on stage in her Girl Meets World wardrobe anymore. Second, if we're going to judge performers for showing skin, can we at least admit we've been giving men in tank tops or no shirt at all a free pass for decades? Double standards much? Here's the reality. Live performances are a reflection of the artist's current creative identity and their songs. Sabrina isn't catering exclusively to kids anymore, nor should she be forced to. She is 25 years old. She's evolving as an artist, and her music reflects her experiences as a young woman navigating love, heartbreak, and self-expression. Some critics argue that she should know her audience, but it's also up to parents to do their homework. If Sabrina's show isn't a good fit for your kid, it just means the show is not for them. And let's not forget, the kids of today are pretty savvy. They're not exactly shocked by the themes in Sabrina's music when TikTok exists and middle schoolers are quoting Euphoria. For parents, if you're worried about what your kids might see or hear at a Sabrina Carpenter concert, take a minute to preview her recent music. Look up her live performances online, do a little investigation before buying tickets, and be honest about whether her show aligns with your family's values. It's 2024, and YouTube exists for a reason. For the critics, relax. Artists are allowed to change and explore new creative directions. If you're uncomfortable with that, find and support the other artists that vibe with what you want. Also, I want to add that even Beyonce sent her 12-year-old daughter Blue Ivy to Sabrina Carpenter's concert in Los Angeles. And she definitely dressed to impress with those lipstick kisses on her face, arms, legs, and neck. Come to think of it, whose lips are those? Who is kissing on Blue Ivy? Are those Beyonce's lips? I'm just kidding, guys. They are probably some painted-on lipstick stain or stick-on lipstick print. Beyonce also does sexy performances at her concerts too, and she wears tight, revealing outfits. So I guess Beyonce is okay with Blue Ivy going to see Sabrina. Blue Ivy probably went there with a bodyguard to enjoy the show. Parents are definitely sending their kids to Sabrina's concert. Some people were dragging Blue Ivy in the comments, saying her outfit is inappropriate, and that she shouldn't be allowed to go to such a mature concert. They were even criticizing Beyonce's mothering skills for letting her go to Sabrina Carpenter's concert. In a perfect world, it would be great to have artists sing about only wholesome things that people don't have to complain about. I get that her shows and songs are inappropriate for kids. It is just that parents shouldn't allow their kids access to inappropriate content, then come online and complain about it. You are the parent, and you are giving them access. You purchasing the album and tickets for them is you giving your kids access to mature content. At the end of the day, Sabrina Carpenter's concerts aren't about pleasing everyone, they're about staying true to herself as an artist. And if you like it, you support it. If you don't like her music and concerts, then don't support it. Don't support it, then complain. Sure, her performances might not be what some parents expected, just don't bring your children to them. If I had a teenager, I wouldn't send them to a Sabrina Carpenter show because I know what Sabrina is about. If you're heading to a Sabrina show, know what you're signing up for. A confident, talented young woman pouring her heart out on stage, doing sexual gestures and performances, telling inappropriate sexual jokes on stage, and raunchy dance moves. And if that's not your vibe, just don't go, and don't send your kids there, because there's no shortage of G-rated content out there. Goodbye, guys, and please check out my other videos.